She posted about happiness, a dream birthday trip, a safari proposal, a future she believed she was stepping into. But just days later, Ashlee Jenae, a 31-year-old lifestyle influencer, was gone. Found unconscious in a luxury villa in Zanzibar, pronounced dead shortly after. And the man she was engaged to, he was still there. The reports on what really happened to Ashlee are conflicting. According to the fiancé, he found her unconscious. But according to hotel staff, one of the workers found her unconscious with a belt around her neck. Questions came immediately. What happened in those final hours? Was it an accident, a suicide, or something else entirely? This is the story of a vacation that ended in silence, and a mystery that still has no definitive answers. Ashlee Jenae, real name Ashlee Robinson, was a 31-year-old content creator. She built an online presence around lifestyle content, travel, relationships, luxury experiences, and personal moments that felt curated but intimate. Friends and followers described her as warm, expressive, relationship-focused, and deeply invested in building a dream life narrative online. By early 2026, she was in a relationship with Joe McCann, a crypto entrepreneur. Their relationship was public-facing. Photos together, travel clips, engagement hints, and shared luxury trips. But behind the aesthetics, reports later suggested that the relationship had a history of volatility and intense arguments. In early 2026, Ashlee traveled with Joe to Zanzibar, Tanzania. The purpose of the trip was layered: her 31st birthday, a luxury safari vacation, and, as it turned out, an engagement. On April 3rd, Joe proposed during a safari experience. It looked cinematic, a wild African landscape, animals in the background, and a surprise proposal captured on camera. Ashlee posted about it publicly, framing it as a new chapter in her life. For a moment, everything appeared perfect, but that moment didn't last. By April 8th, things had changed. According to multiple reports and police accounts, Ashlee and Joe had a serious dispute at their luxury resort. Hotel staff became concerned. The situation escalated enough that the staff separated them into 2 different rooms. This is a key turning point in the timeline. Ashlee reportedly communicated with family around this time, indicating that she was upset and that the couple had argued. Later that same night, she was inside her villa. Joe was in a separate room, and the last known normal communication window began to close. The day Ashlee was found unresponsive inside her villa, emergency services were called. She was rushed to a local hospital, but she did not survive. She was pronounced dead on the 9th. At first, early reports suggested a possible suicide. Some accounts claim she may have attempted self-harm inside the room. However, official details were limited and conflicting. What is not disputed is this: Ashlee was found unconscious in the villa. She had been separated from her fiancé following a dispute. She died shortly after being taken to the hospital. Authorities in Zanzibar launched an investigation. The key developments in the case include Joe McKinnon being questioned as a witness, his passport being temporarily held, no arrests or formal charges have been made, and according to police statements reported in multiple outlets, the death is being treated as an ongoing investigation. Early indications reference a misunderstanding between the couple, but no final cause has publicly been confirmed in any consistent official ruling. Meanwhile, Ashlee's family began raising concerns. They asked questions. Why was there a delay in communication after her death? Why so many inconsistencies in the early accounts? And why is there such a lack of clarity around what happened in the villa? They also stated they do not believe all facts have been fully established. This is where the case gets complicated. There are overlapping narratives. Early police reports suggest a possible suicide following a domestic dispute. Her fiancé's account describes discovering her and calling for help. But the family's perspective, they believe the circumstances remain suspicious. No single version has been universally confirmed as yet. What is clear is that there was a domestic conflict before her death, and she was alone in the villa when she was found. Ashlee's final days were meant to be a celebration, a birthday, an engagement, a future being built in real time. Instead, they became the center of an international investigation and a set of unanswered questions that still linger. What happened inside that villa remains disputed, and until investigators release definitive findings, the truth sits somewhere between what was seen and what was never fully explained. Her story now lives in two places: the life she shared online and the unanswered questions she left behind. And for her family, the search for clarity is still ongoing. Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you care about stories like this, don't forget to subscribe so that you can get the next one. Until then, my name is Queen, and this has been Mom Abroad. I'll see you next time.